Hello everybody, welcome to a special video. Lex the Gray here. This will be another Savage Worlds Deathmatch. I am pitting 4 mechs against 4 dragons. That simple. It'll be on this airfield. These mechs here are from Battletech, and so is the mat. These are just D&D dragons. Now, here are the house rules. I've already crafted their stat blocks per side in order. So these mechs are not painted. It's going to be a little hard for me to track. So that's why I have a die counter on each one, as they're listed here 1, 2, 3, 4. The dragons, obviously their colors will help me figure out who's who. We have this white dragon, red dragon, green dragon, blue dragon. The wild cards will be their captains. So mech 1 here is the captain. He's a wild card, so he can take 3 wounds, technically 4 wounds. But in a death match, 4th wound, dead. The white dragon is the captain. He will be a wild card. The remaining 3 are extras, but their stats are very similar, all in the same tier. They're very powerful. I gave them attacks, weapons for the mechs, and also attacks for the dragons. While the mechs have weapons, some long range and 1 close range, the dragons mostly have close range attacks and also breath attacks, which will be in the shape of a cone, but I will just use the measuring tape as I actually don't have that cone template. Now, dice will be the usual. I have a counter here. We're on round 1. Bennies will be these Nuka-Cola caps in the corner of the screens. 3 for the wild card, and then 1 per extra. That's how they will be populated. But it's a pool, so I can use the 6 total bennies per side, no matter who. Let's go through the participants. We have Mech 1. He is the leader, the captain. Name is Titan. Mech 2 is Ghost. Mech 3 is Bulwark. He's kind of the tank of the group. Mech 4 is Raven. The White Dragon, who is the captain, the wild card. Red Dragon, number 2. Green Dragon, number 3. The 4 is Blue Dragon. Instead of going through all the stats and taking up a solid half an hour, I will let you guys pause the video here if you can see it and take a glimpse at their stats. But I will do my best to follow these stats appropriately. Now, this little can right here will be the Benny pool. When I spend bennies, they will go in that container. And we have our measuring tape, like I said, and we have this counter for each round. Meaning, typically I just go back and forth. So I roll for who will go first and let that judge the entire combat. But I don't use playing cards, so what I'm going to do is mix them together. I will roll per round to see who goes first, then second, and then round 2, round 3, so on and so forth. So, let me move this away, and let's begin. This will determine round 1 of this bout. Blue is the mechs, red is the dragons. Dragons go first, so, of course, the white dragon will move first. He has a pace of 8. He wants to get closer to the mechs, so I'd say he wants to get right at this crosshair of this runway. This is an airfield, obviously. So he'll go here. Or, even better, the dragons can mostly do close range combat. So the white dragon is going to go his max 8 pace, which is right here. And as far as his attack, he can't do much. It says, again, it says cone, but I don't have a cone template. However, I'm going to make one right now. Okay, so here's our cone. This will determine if he can reach. Now, with the cone, he looks like he cannot reach with his attack. So that's all he's going to do is move up closer. So now let's go to number 2, who's the red dragon. The red dragon can move pace of 8. Let's measure that up. He will follow the leader. So he will go up to here. He can attack either way. Next is green. Green's pace is also 8. Basically, all the dragons have a pace of 8. It's the mechs who have varying pace degrees. This dragon goes here, and then the blue dragon will go right there. Okay, so they pretty much approach the other side. Now is going to be the mech's turn. So the mechs, the leader, Titan, he'll move closer to the dragons with his pace of 6 inches. He's going after the big bad, so that'll be the white dragon. So he's going to go right here. And fire, he has Gauss rifle and LRM missiles. So the Gauss rifle is 3d8. We will use that. That's well within a 30 feet requirement. So his shoot is d8, and he's a wild die. He's a wild card, so we get to roll a d6 on top of that. Here we go. 7's a hit. 4 is our target number. That's a hit. So like I said, it will be 3d8, which I will get now for damage. There we go. Now the toughness of the white dragon is actually going to be 12 for that's armor. The attack has 4. I'm not too familiar with armor piercing, so I might ignore that, but let's roll for damage, see what happens. That is going to be 9, 10. That's not going to do much, so his attack is a fail. Okay. Next is going to be Mech 2, who is Ghost. Ghost has, let's see, a pace of 8, has a little more pace comparatively. So I will bump him up closer. Now, as far as his attacks go, he has the ER large laser and let's see, snub missile, snub nose PPC 3d6. He also has a vibroblade, so he'll stay close by the captain. Again, his pace is 8, so he'll be right here. We'll move him over there, and he's going to shoot with his large laser. It's 2d10. His shoot's a d10. So let's grab that. He's not a wild die, so he has just a d10 itself. 7's a hit, and that laser does 2d10 damage. So now we're going to roll for damage. We have to beat that toughness of, I believe, 12 of the white dragon. Yep. That's actually 15. That's actually just shaken. That's not a raise. So he has a shaking condition. I'll just put it right next to him. Their chips are too small to put below their base. Okay. Now it's going to be Bulwark. He has a very short pace of 4. He's mostly good for close range, but he'll stay in line with the others. And he does have a auto cannon 20. That is 40-10 damage. His shoot is d6. He is an extra. So now roll for damage. 3. Unfortunately, that's 1 short of the armor of the target number 4. Next is Raven, pace of 7. Raven's actually good for, let's see, keeping close by. He has repair, so I'd say he's probably more of an an assist, but I'll keep him a little further away. Now, his weapon of choice is the medium pulse laser, 2d8 damage. His shoots a d8, so we'll give him a d8. He's also an extra. 3 is not a hit, unfortunately. I could use a Benny, but that's round 1. So, let's go to round 2 and roll for initiative. Who goes first here? Okay, the mechs go first, so they continue on. So, back to the captain. Titan has a pace of 6. He has, let's see, toughness of 12. His battle fist is a strength d8. He's going to get up close and personal with the dragon. No measurement necessary. And will attack the dragon head on. So his fight is a d8. We're going to roll a d8 plus the wild die. And 3, unfortunately, that's nowhere near enough. The toughness parry is 7, so that's nowhere near enough. That's a miss. Next is Dragon, or Mech 2, Ghost. Ghost is going to back up the captain. His move is 8. He's going to go from the side here and open fire at the white dragon. They're pretty much going after the white dragon first. His shoot is a d10 from earlier. He's an extra, so rolling for a shoot. That's a 3, so that's unfortunately, even with the d10, that's a miss. Next is going to be Bulwark. He's getting up close and personal with the white dragon. And Bulwark is going to use his Power Claw, which is actually a pretty good damage, strength plus 10. So his fight is a d6, though, which I'm surprised I gave it so low. You know, I'm going to bump up his fight to d8. That doesn't sound right. Make a little house modification there. There we go. That makes more sense. All right, d8 with no wild die. 4. That's a miss. Next is the scout. He's going to get on the side here. We'll move the counter out of the way. And he will use his pulse laser. Shoot is a d8, which I'm holding now. We're going for, against the parry of 7. And, I'm sorry, target number is 4 when shooting. So 4 hits. Let me move the camera a bit so you guys can see. There we go. The battle's kind of taking a turn here on the south end. There we go. So that's a hit. So he hits the white dragon. The white dragon has the parry of 7, or toughness of 12. So the damage of his pulse laser is a 2d8. So we roll 2d8s. 7 is a miss, unfortunately. These dragons are pretty tough. Now we're going to the dragons. The white dragon is going to be attacking. Okay, dragon has to do a spirit roll. He is shaken. So we have to do a spirit roll. His spirit is a d6, so surprisingly low for a leader. But he is a wild card, so he gets to roll a wild die with that roll. Okay, the wild die was a success, so he is able to lose that shaken with that spirit roll. And now he's going to attack the captain, Titan, with his claws, because he's close by. That's going to be a fighting die with a d8. Titan has a parry of 7. And the 6 actually does hit. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't. Parry 7 for Titan. That's a miss. And the dragon is going to spend a Benny for that. So we'll re-roll that attack. Shooting for the target number 7. And unfortunately, that's not going to be enough either way. So wasted roll. Okay, now it's the red dragon. Here's what the red dragon's going to do. All right, make some room here. So the red dragon is going to move. How much does the red dragon move? Let's see. The red dragon has a pace of 8, so enough. Right there. The red dragon's going to go on the side and use. The red dragon is a fire-based dragon, so he has fire breath. Cone is exactly in range, so we'll roll for that. And that's going to be strength plus d10. Now, as far as fire-breathing attacks, I need to check the rules for something really quick. And pause the video. Okay, so if I'm reading it correctly, this cone attack only hits the first 3. They have to do an agility roll per mech. The 3 mechs here, if they fail at a -2, of course, the penalty, they take 2d10 damage based on the dragon's attack. Okay, so it happens. No real roll required, but the roll needs to be on the side of the mechs. So, Ghost, his agility is 10, -2 on this penalty, with his wild die, of course. Oh, snake eyes. Okay, so he fails it completely. He takes 2d10 damage based on fire breath. Sorry, 3d10 damage. Wow, that's higher than I thought. I don't even think I have 3d10 reds here, so I will get what I can. Let's see. Yep, I do have. Well, it's 100 die, but we'll consider it 10s. Okay, so this is damage for against the captain. 20. Well, 2, technically. That's 8, 2. So 10, 13 damage against Titan's parry of 12. So he is shaken. And he actually can fit underneath on top of that shaken condition. Okay, now for our friend Ghost. His toughness is 10, so we need to do an agility roll of also a d10, but he is not a wild card. He has a regular d10 roll. Target number is, oh, you know what? I forgot. Well, -2 anyways, yeah, it was a fail, so I forgot to consider -2 for the last roll. Okay, so target number is 4. Fail, that's 2. That's obviously not going to be enough. He takes 3d10 damage. That's going to be 5. So 11, 12 on top of Ghost's toughness of 10. That's a shaken. Okay, so... Oh, that's not Ghost. I did the wrong one. Ghost is down here. They're out of order. That's quite all right. We just did Ghost's check here. There we go. Okay, now we're doing Bulwark. Bulwark has an agility of d6. So, d6, 5, -2, 3, that's a fail. So, 3d10 damage against Bulwark. That's going to be, let's see, 11, 12. 12 against Bulwark's. Oh, wow. Bulwark has toughness of 15. So he is not even affected. It just flies right by him. He just feels the warmth inside. So that's all they can do. Obviously, 4, Raven is unaffected. Next is the Green Dragon. His pace is 8. He's well within range to attack Ghost, number 2, with his claws. This will be a fight with D8. And he is an extra, so that's just a single D8. 5 is going to be a fail against Ghost's parry of 6. All right. Now is the Blue Dragon. Let's move this counter out of the way. Blue Dragon is going to move with a pace of 8 up closer to Raven. Raven's parry is 6. The Blue Dragon's going to use his claws. His fight is a D8. So, attacking, that's a fail. Raven dodges. Okay, now that's it for round 2. Now we're going to round 3, I believe. I have a feeling like I missed a turn, but that's all right. Well, let's roll for the round. See who goes first. Okay. So dragons go again. All right. So dragons go. White dragon will continue attacking the leader with his claws. That will be a fight of a d8 with the wild die against a parry of 7. 9's a hit. Damage-wise, it's strength, which is d10 and a d8. That's 4 damage, which is not enough at all. Okay. So, next is going to be the red dragon. The red dragon is going to attack from the side here. Titan. He also has claws. They all have claws, pretty much. That's a strength plus d8. So his fighting skill is a d8, which is just a one single roll. That's a miss. Green dragon moves over here and attacks Ghost. And the green dragon has a claws and a fight die of a d8. That's, oh, another fail. Okay, dragons are missing. Blue dragon gets closer, attacks Raven once more with his fighting die of a d8. That's a miss. Raven has a parry of 6. Okay, now it's going to be the Mech's turn. So, as the camera is a little too up, let's move it over a bit. Okay, hopefully that works. Now it's Titan's turn. Titan's actually going to turn to, he has to do a spirit roll, I just noticed. The spirit rolls a d6 with his wild die. That's a fail. He's still shaken. Okay, he can't do much. He can turn between the two. Next is going to be Ghost. Now, Ghost does have the Vibro Blade, so he will do, well, he doesn't have a fighting skill. It will be unskilled, so he's going to back up and shoot at the white dragon. The green dragon, sorry. There we go. All right. So this will be D10, which is right here. Going for a parry against the green dragon of 7. Oh, that's a hit. 7 is actually a hit. So that'll be a strength plus... Nope. That's a... Oh, I forgot. This is range, so it's 4 is the target number. It hits either way. And Ghost is using his large laser, which is 2d10 damage. So looking for 2d10 dice. Thought I had blue d10. Here it is. It's right in front of me. Okay. We're shooting the green dragon. His toughness is 12. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, so that's 15. Dragon's toughness is 12, which is not a raise, but it's a shaken. So the green dragon is shaken. Excellent. That was... Now it's Bulwark. Bulwark is keeping his sights on... You know what? Actually, he turns to the green dragon and will attack the green dragon. He's well within range for either melee or shooting. So Bulwark has a fighting of a d8, so he will do that. Let's get these dice out of the way. 2, that's a miss. Fortunately, you probably should have shot. That was Bulwark. Next is going to be Raven. Raven's going to back up a bit here, get closer to an ally, and shoot the green dragon. They want to hurt this one. He's shaken now, so they know they can attack. So he has a shoot of a d8. Target number is 4. Can't forget that. 6 is perfect. 6 is a hit. And that will be his pulse laser, 2d8s against the green dragon. 9 against the green dragon's toughness is 12. That's not enough. These dragons are pretty tough. Okay. You know what? I can't really spend bennies to reroll damage, but I will. I don't think you're allowed to, but I will. So, reroll damage. Yeah, what a waste. Okay, 6, not enough. You're not supposed to in Savage Worlds. I don't think you can spend bennies to reroll damage, but I did it anyways. Okay, that was Raven. Now we go to round 4. We roll for initiative. Oh, the dragons go first again. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have the dice that's going. Then the next one goes up, which means we have to do a new round. So dragons go first. So the white dragon, he's going to attack. His sights are definitely set on that. You know what? Let's use his cone. So he's going to move over here and use his frost breath, which is just on over these guys. Okay, so that works perfectly, and it's white too, so matches frost. All right, so his frost breath is 310. It just happens if I'm reading that right, which means each character has to do an agility save. And for let's see, we have first Titan with his agility of D8, the wild die -2, 5. It's success. Okay, so Titan's fine. Then we have 3. That's Bulwark. He has agility of D6 -2. Oh, 1. He gets hit. Okay, so Bulwark gets hit with the Frost Breath, which is 3d10. Roll for damage against Bulwark. 3, 9, 10. 10 against Bulwark's armor of toughness is 15. That's not going to hit. Next is back here in the corner. 2 is Ghost. Ghost has an agility of a D10. Pretty swift. So rolling for -2. Oh, 6 -4. 2 is 4. He's fine. So Bulwark, nobody took any damage. Okay. Next is Red. Red's going to attack with his Fire Breath once again. And strike. Looks like these 3 once more. Okay. So once again, we have Titan doing an agility roll of a D8. Oh, wild die. Okay, so that was a fail. So he's going to take Fire Breath is 3d10 damage. -3 is 3. -2 is 3. So he takes 3d10 damage. Okay, that's going to be 3, 5, 10. So that's 15 damage. Yep, that's 15 damage against Titan. So Titan has toughness of 12, which means that's going to be 2 shakens, which equals a wound. So we lose this current shaken, and we now give him a wound. So that's the first wound for this bout, this match. Next is we have to do a save for Bulwark. He has a agility of D6. Surprised I didn't give him a D4 for his size. But anyways, one's a fail. He takes 3d10 damage. But he's pretty strong. Toughness of 15. That could save him. 9, 13, 14, 15, which hits his toughness. So it is a hit. Yep. Okay, so that's a wound, or that's a shaking condition. That's shaken. All right. Now it's going to be well. Unfortunately, Ghost is already shaken. If he gets hit here, that's going to take him out of the game. His agility is, let's see, he's number 2, D10. Whoops, 3. That is going to be -2. It's a fail. So it's up to his parry or his toughness of 10, which is okay, I guess. But that looks like it's not going to help him out. So 7, 5, that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, that's 16. Or 12, that's 17. Over his toughness of 10, Yep, Ghost is out of the fight. He's dead. So, yep, there goes Ghost. 10 toughness. Yeah, he's out. Okay. So, unfortunately, we lost our first combatant, and there goes Ghost. All right, so dragons take one. All right. Now that was the red dragon. Next is the green dragon. He's going to continue. Oh, he has to do a spirit roll. He has a condition here. He has the shaking condition. So his spirit for the green dragon is D8. So we roll for D8. He's on a wild card. Oh, we get a ace. I need another D8 red. All right, here we go. 3, 9, 10, 11. So 4 is the target number. 11. That's one raise. I'll give him an extra D6 for the next attack. He's going to attack. Let's see, bulwark, toughness of or parry of 5. So green dragon, his fight is a D8 plus the D6. So he has his own little wild die just for this attack. And look at that, it aced. So I need another D6. That's going to be his temporary wild die is 7. That's 7 against bulwark is not enough. His toughness is 15. Bulwark is a tank. And he hits a miracle, which he actually does have a hit. So, oh, wait. I believe I'm on the wrong character. Did I do a spirit roll? I think I forgot to do a spirit roll. I'm sorry, I lost track. So let's rewind here. A spirit roll. I'll give him an extra d6 because I messed up. I think I did it, but I might have forgotten to. Oh, yeah, I did. That's right. He did lose the shaken. That's right. The D8, the extra he aced, and thus he got an extra d6, but he missed with the. Okay, I think I'm good. My apologies. It's just a little hard to shuffle all this. Next is the blue dragon. He's going after our little lonely Raven here. Raven's pretty much outclassed right now. But anyways, he's going for claws. So that's a fighting die, a d8. Oh, ace. Another ace. 5 is a hit. That's going to be 13. Raven's parry is 16, way over. So, sorry, parry is 6, 13. That's going to be one raise, which he gets a d6 for his next attack. So Blue Dragon's claws are a strength plus d8. So that's a d10, d8, a d10, d8, and a d6, which I have prepped over here. Okay, this is damage against Raven. All right, so we have 6. We have 2. That's 8, 9. Toughness of Raven is 8, so that's a shaken. He actually does get hit, but barely. So Raven is now shaken as so, which means the dragons have completed their move. We're now going to round 5, like that, and let's roll for initiative to see who goes on this round. That's going to be the Mechs. They go first. So I'm going to lower and increase there, and it's now the Mech's turn. Okay, so the captain, Titan, he is wounded, so he has a -1 on everything per my house rules. So, but he can still act. I will let him attack. He's going to attack the red dragon for the attack earlier. His attack is going to be his battle fist, and that's a D8 shoot. I'm sorry, that's a D8 fight with the wild die against the red dragon. And that's going to be not enough. Red dragon's parry is 7. Now it's going to be, oh yeah, that's right. 2, Ghost is dead. So next is Bulwark. He has to do a shaken. He has to do a spirit check. And that's going to be D8. 1, that's a fail. Shoot. Okay, so he can't do much at all. The mech down here, just off camera, hopefully not too much, is against the blue dragon. He's going to have to do a spirit check himself. That's a D6. Okay, that's a fail. All right. But you know what? Let's respin a Benny. We'll put that. We'll re-roll a spirit check for the Raven. Oh, look at that. He's able to lose it. I'm not going to apply any penalties on that roll. I'll let him get a shaking condition. And now he can attack. He's going to attack the blue dragon with his light flamethrower, light flamer. That is a hit, but I think that would be used by his shoot die. I think it is. Okay, because it does have distance. Well, there's no distance written on it. So unarmed, I'm going to say strength die plus d4. So fire, it hits automatically. I might be doing that wrong per the rules, but I'm going to keep moving forward here. So that's going to be the strength die, which is d6 plus a d4, which I haven't used yet, against the blue dragon. His toughness is going to be 12. So let's see what happens here. 4. Nope, not enough. Not much. I'm going to have to look into the rules if that's considered an unarmed attack, but I might be doing it wrong. So that's all for Raven. That's all he can do. Now we're back to the dragons. Their turn. The white dragon, he's going to stand back and use his cone for his frost breath against 1 and 2 mechs. So both Titan and, Bulwark. So Titan has to do a save here. Agility save, D8, with the wild die, wherever that is. Here it is. Let's keep these dice on the correct side. And -2, that's a fail. So even with the wild die, he takes, let's see, 3d10 damage. 3d10 damage. We'll do this die, this one, and the blue one. That D100 die, D10's die throws me off. All right, so we have 9, 10, 11 against the toughness of 12, and luckily he's fine. But he's wounded, so he does not get any other wound there. Okay, next is green, red dragon. Red dragon is going to attack up close the Titan. He will use his claws with fight as D8. Oh, that's an ace. That's 12. His toughness, his parry is 7, so that's a hit. Now we're rolling for damage, which is strength, which is a D12. Wow, that's way up there. I haven't had a D12 yet. Okay, so D12 for the red dragon, and a D10. This is damage rolling against Titan for the red dragon. That's 12, and that's a hit. So that's another wound, another success. All right, so that's 2 wounds. This is a shaken, but he's already wounded, so it's another wound. Okay. Ooh, the leader's really taking some heat here. Pun intended. Next is the blue dragon, green dragon. He's right here. He's going to continue attacking, trying to claw at the bulwark. This will be a fight die with a D8. 4, that's not enough. Blue dragon turns here and goes up to bulwark and attacks with his fight die of a D8. Ooh, ace. 6, that's going to be 14. So, bulwark's parry is 5. That's a hit. 14 is what we just rolled. So 5, that's going to be easily another extra d6 for damage. So the blue dragon gets an extra d6 for damage. His claws is a strength die, d10, plus a d8, and the extra d6 against bulwark's toughness of 15. He's a tank. He can really take the hit. 5, 5, 5, that's 15. So, thus, that's 15 equal to his toughness. He is officially wounded for the first time. Because the shaken condition's already shaken, he is now wounded. Okay. Wow, the dragons are actually putting up a good fight here. That was a blue dragon. Now it's going to be... That's it. So, we now go on the round 6. Roll for initiative. See who goes up here. That's going to be dragons once again. So dragons are up to bat. The white dragon, we'll move on the way here. The white dragon goes after the captain once more. Actually, let's go after Bulwark. All right, Bulwark. White dragon has an attack of D8 fighting plus the wild die of his, which is over here. Okay, 8. That's actually going to be a hit, parry of 5. So we roll for damage. White Dragon's damage of a claws is a strength die, which is D10 plus a D8. So this is pretty good. Against a parry of 15, though. Does he get it? 6. He does not. Okay. Next is the Red Dragon. Red Dragon is going to attack the captain. Right so. And he will use his claws. So the Red Dragon has a claws of strength die of a D8 against Titan's parry of 7. Oh, there it is. 7's a hit. All right. Now, that will be claws, strength plus D10. So D12 and D10 against the toughness of 12. So taking that out. 14's a hit. Ooh, okay. So, yeah, that's toughness of 10. That's another wound. So the captain is, Captain Ginyu here is not looking good. So Titan takes his 3rd wound. Yeah, it's not going well. If we're thinking Pacific Rim, we got the Kaiju fighting the let's see, what was the name of the their battle mechs? So let's see. That was the Red Dragon. Now is going to be the Jaegers. Sorry, I was trying to remember the name of the Jaegers. Those giant mechs from Pacific Rim. Now Green Dragon is going to attack the little lonely Raven mech here in the corner. Okay. Green Dragon's attacking Raven with his claws. That'll be fighting die against the parry of 6. One's a fail. Now it's going to be, finally, the Mechs. Mech is going to go after, let's see, Captain will go after the White Dragon. He's desperate, but everything he does is -3 at the moment. So he will fight with a D8 and wild die. That is not enough. -2 or -3, that's obviously not a hit. Now it's going to be, we have, okay. Now, sorry, take a step away, so I kind of lost track of who I am right now. Okay, we're Bulwark. Bulwark's attacking the Blue Dragon. And he's going to use, he has a -1 because of his wound. Thus, he's attacking with fighting D8 against the Blue Dragon. Oh, that's going to be a miss. The Blue Dragon has a parry of 7. Next is Raven. Raven's trying to get some distance down here, so he goes back and fires at the Green Dragon, which has a parry of 7. So Raven's missile, pulse laser, is 2d8 damage, so we got to do d8 shoot. 6. Oh, actually, nope, that's a Green Dragon. Yeah, that's a hit. I'm sorry, it's not a hit. Its parry is 7, so it's a miss. The laser goes flying by. Now it's the new round, round 7. Okay, roll for initiative. I believe I'm doing that accurately. Actually, yep. So, mechs get to go. All right, they go first. The boss is going to Titan, move up to the White Dragon. Again, he's desperate. So he's going to attack with his fight. That's a d8 in the wild die. -3, unfortunately. The 3 wounds. Ah, man, that's a unnatural snake eyes. So, well, wild die. Okay, that's a fail. Uh, Bulwark is going to turn around here and strike the white dragon. This is a one-sided battle, I'm afraid. So Bulwark uses fight of a D8. 4, that's not good. That's going to miss. Raven continues shooting at the green dragon. That'll be, let's see, D8 against the parry of 7 like last time. That's a miss. All right, now we have the dragons. The white dragon is actually going to take a step back here and cone it, getting them both. So he's going to use his Frost Breath, and that's going to be automatic. So we have to do a save for both characters. So Raven's agility, once again, is D8 with the wild die. -3, unfortunately. Oh, he aces on the D8. Oh, okay. So it's well over the number. 12 -3, that's going to be 9. So 4, that's 1 raise, okay? I'm going to give him a Benny for that, just because I'm feeling great. There we go. Feeling courteous. He gets a Benny for that, but for Bulwark, his agility is a D6. Does he get? Nope. Fail. So he takes 3d10 damage. So 3d10 damage with the Frost Breath. Okay, let's roll for damage. We have 16. Oh, wow, and 20. So, but his toughness is 15. That's going to be 1 raise, which means that's another wound. Well, technically, I think it'll be 2 wounds. So, with 1 raise, I'm going to say it's 2 wounds. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 mechs now, 2 Jaegers that have 2 of them have full 3 wounds. All right, that was the white dragon. Now it's down to the red dragon. He's going to get closer in front of Titan. He'll use his claws, fighting, which is D8. That's a miss. Next is blue dragon. Blue dragon will get closer over here to attack. I'm sorry, green dragon is up next. Green dragon has a sight set on poor Raven in the corner here. That's going to be fighting D8. Rolling for damage 7 against Raven's parry is 6 as a hit. So the claws is going to be strength D10 plus D8. Yikes. That's not good. Raven's not good for close range. Okay. His parry, though, toughness is 8 for Raven. 6, that's 11. So that's going to be a shaken. I'm actually surprised Raven's the only one who's shaken right now. Who's hurt the least. Okay. That was green dragon. Now it's blue dragon. Blue is going to move in front of, covering the leader. White dragon to attack Bulwark. And the blue dragon has a fighting die of a D8. So we're rolling for attack. 1's a fail. All right, now a new round. That's going to be a roll for initiative. Who goes up first? Oh, it's a tie, so we'll consider another roll. Okay, so the dragons go first. All right, so the white dragon is going to push his other dragons out of the way as he rushes Bulwark and attacks with his claws, which will be strength die of a D8 and the wild die, as usual, which is over here. 2, that's going to be 5. Bulwark has a parry of 5. That's a hit. So claws of the white dragon is going to be strength plus D8. So that's a D10 plus a D8. So we'll grab this, and then the D10 and 8. Attacking Bulwark's parry of toughness of 15. I always say parry. 9, that's unfortunately not going to be enough. Well, it's fortunately for Bulwark. Next is Red Dragon. Red Dragon is going to go behind and attack Bulwark. So this will be Claws, which will be fighting his D8. Oh, that's an ace. Another D8. 3, 9, 10, 11. And Bulwark's parry is 5. That's 1 raise, so an extra D6 of damage for this roll with the Red Dragon's Claws. So strength plus D10. D12 and a D10. And he has a very good attack. Okay, rolling for damage against the Bulwark. And 1 die is hiding on the wing here. So we have 6, 5, so 12. 17 damage against, the toughness of 10, which is a shaken, but he's already wounded. So Bulwark is out of the picture. He's also dies and crumbles, explodes. Okay, so 2 mechs down. Now it's going to be the blue, let's see, red dragon, green dragon. All right, green is after, once again, he's after, you know what? No, he turns around, and green's pace is 8. He wants to go after, yep, he wants to go after Titan. Poor Titan surrounded. Okay. All right, so, oh my gosh, I completely forgot. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I could have soaked that roll. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a step back here. He has 3 wounds. We're going to spend a Benny. I completely forgot. We're going to soak that roll with a Benny. I forgot. I have all these Bennies over here and I haven't spent them yet. Totally forgot about that. So we're spending 1 Benny to soak to do a vigor check, but it's -3. I will let him. I will waive the penalty here. So Bulwark's vigor rolls a D12. He has to roll it though. I will take away the penalty, waive the fee. Oh, that's a fail. Okay, so nothing changes. He is out. Oh my gosh. I wanted to give him a chance, but I completely forgot about the bennies. All right, now we're back to the Green Dragon. Green Dragon, once again, he runs up to Titan, and he will attack. Green Dragon has an attack of the Claws. Now gives him a fighting die of a D8 like before. That's not going to be enough against the parry of 7. That's a miss. Blue Dragon sees this fresh meat over here, goes after, and attacks with his claws. Fighting die of a D8 again. Ooh, 8 aces. Where's my D8? 1, 4, that's 12. Raven's parry toughness is 8. We have 12. That's 1 raise. Thus, that's a wound. For his first wound for today. Actually, success would have been a wound. That's 2 wounds, if I'm not mistaken. Because he raised, so success, and then would have been another parry, another shaken, and 2 wounds now. Okay, make sure. But, again, we can spend a Benny here to soak it. So, we're spending a Benny. I will not apply a penalty. His vigor roll is a D6. 3, that's a fail. So, he lost it. Okay. Now it's the mechs. They are thin. Their numbers are being thinned here. Okay, so he has to do everything -3. I mean, what can he do here? All right, so he's going to back up. He can't move much. I will say he can probably go this far. Titan's going to fire at the white dragon. He's been desperate for a while now, so he's going to fire at the white dragon. His shoot is a D8, but it's a -3 penalty even with the wild die. So wrong die. -3. That's unfortunately a fail. We're going to spend a Benny to re-roll. Nope. That's a -3 penalty. That's a miss. Missiles go flying through the air and explodes off-site. Okay, Raven. He is backing up. He's hurt. Get all these dice out of the way. Here we go. Get my dice organized. Okay, that's better. Raven shoots. He's a little off camera, so let's move him up here a bit. He shoots at the blue dragon. Raven has a shoot die of a D8. Oh, that's an ace. Good, good. He needs this. 9. So 9 is going to be Against Blue Dragon's parry of 7, it's a hit. So now we roll for damage. The laser is a 2d8, which is convenient because I have the dice right here. 8 against his toughness of 12. Unfortunately, that does not hit. It just bounces off. So we are now in round 9. Roll for initiative. Ooh, equal. That's happened before. 2. Dragons go first. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. The white dragon is going to go after Titan. And again, this is his fighting die of a d8 and the wild die. He should be over here. There we go. The wild die and a d8. There we go. That's a 5. His parry is 7. He got lucky. Next is going to be the red dragon. He goes up to Titan here and will attack. This will be a d8. 7 against the parry of 7 is a hit. So red dragons is claws. That'll be strength plus a d10. That's d12 and a d10. Okay, against toughness of 12. Ooh, that's 18. Okay, yep. So the captain's been defeated. And unfortunately, that leaves Raven, who is not a fighter by any means, a chance to retreat. But can he retreat? So, but we're still in the dragon's turn. The green dragon is going to move up closer to Raven. The green dragon has a pace of 8. He is actually just within range to do so. He's going to attack the last Jaeger, or mech. And his attack will be fight with a d8. 6 against Raven's parry is also 6, so that's a hit. Thus, the green dragon attacks with strength plus d8, so a d10 plus a d8. Okay. That's okay. That's going to be, let's see, 12. His toughness is 8. That is another. Oh, that's a raise. So, you know what? I'm going to let him soak it. I'll penalty it just with 1 wound, not 2. So we'll spend the Benny to do a vigor check to see if he can soak this one here. Oh my gosh, he can't. All right, this is his final wound. I think it would have been 2 wounds, but I'm going to just make it be his final wound. Give him it's a small chance here. Next is the blue dragon. The blue dragon is going to get up close and attack. Raven's just backed up into this corner of the camera here. And the blue dragon has the claw attack. Of course, the fighting die once again with d8. 7 is obviously a hit against parry of 6. And his strength die is a d10 plus a d8. So rolling d10 plus d8. That's going to be 14 against a, toughness of 8, thus defeating the mechs. And the dragons are victorious. So that was not as long as I expected it, actually. So the dragons, kind of expected them to win. Maybe I should have made a little more. So they have specials. Each dragon has a special attack, but it's more of immunity. It's not really anything besides that. But they have that cone. They have those cone attacks. The mechs just have the weapons and for long range and close up combat. But that's really it. So another death match using Savage Worlds. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was really fun. I am just on the edge of my seat here, technically standing, but I liked it, and I hope you guys did too. Let me know if you want me to do more of these. I'll probably do them every so often, maybe once every couple weeks, but because it is definitely a chore compared to my usual campaigns, which right now I'm doing Cold Extraction, just 2 characters against the world. So otherwise, these are just kind of a break from the campaign itself. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.